DEROS, My Soul by Steve Mason. At times, when I am calm, I remember that even if you waited for it, nothing came as suddenly as gunfire, and nothing, not even the lieutenant, seemed as stupid as the silence that followed. At such times, I know also that each of us who fought in Vietnam was spiritually captured by it, and that each remains a prisoner of his own war, and is therefore not surprising that some, like for me, the after-Nam emptiness, publish no DEROS for the soul. Yet in moments better known to me, when the reason drifts, and the whole worlds are illuminated, with palatonic images dancing against the cave walls of my mind, lit by a single candle borrowed from a twilight wish, I take the stairs two at a time, and wait in the second-floor window of my days, hoping that someday will come the next morning, and that I'll recognize the soul of a much younger me coming diddly-bopping up the street, eating a Sky Bar and hefting a duffel bag filled with the new and more believable myths that I might live by, not to mention back pay, while humming something in a nasally sort of way about going to San Francisco and of something else I can't make out, about a flower in somebody's hair. Frankly, I do not know I'd throw flowers, or run down the stairs and meet him at the curb, and beat the hell out of him, leaving me the way he did. You know, there was never a great debate between my soul and me, extending in a mutually agreed-upon existential parting of the ways. I mean, it's not like my damn soul dressed up like a teensy-weensy Jennifer Jones in drag, and waved farewell with a lace hanky from the base of a bonsai plant in a to-do street floral shop, while I dreamt too soundly on Bai Moo Ba beer, and woke up the next morning to discover I couldn't cry anymore, or laugh like before, or give a shit, period. And my soul didn't just go berserk under the too bright light of a government moon, and the roaring down Highway 1, doing a wheelie on a cyclo like James Dean in a steel pot, and flak jacket, laughing like the Red Baron kind of laugh, and quoting Kipling's barrack room ballads. No. My soul just did what most souls do, and just disappeared one afternoon when I was in a firefight, just walked away in the scuffle, like a Dunhill lighter off the deck of a redneck bar. Peculiar. A man can lose his money, his woman, even his mind, and still he can come back. But if he loses courage or his pride, then it's over. And what of a lost soul, I ask myself, when the madness invades, scattering today's headlines like a march of hares, leaving nothing at the table of my reason beyond one crumb of truth, and the enormous bloodstain of the white cloth of my youth shaped. If you come round this side of the table, cock your head just so, like a distorted lunar projection of Vietnam. And careful! Don't strike your knee against the table leg, 'cause then it jumps alive, like somebody flunked the ink block test, and knocked over the candelabra, dives out the window of my sanity to run naked down the street, lined by both sides by Vietnam vets, who couldn't sleep either, and just followed the blood trail, like some mute summabulus in black and white foreign film, because they heard that tonight their shared nightmare, with Vietnamese subtitles, had called a muster of lost souls, to be followed by Nam, bloody Nam, leading a one-man parade, twirling a baton that looked like nobody's penis I ever saw, and probably belonged to the guy in the back of me. Poor bastard. Geez, it gets scary in here sometimes. Do it not, brother. And ooh, sister, do you have the songs to sing about war without glory and love beyond reward. And maybe someday God will mint a medal so beautiful, no words printed on it, and all of our sisters who were there with us would get one. And everyone, everywhere who saw it, would know just what it was, and would find a thoughtful place to go sit down in for a week. And then maybe God would let us have a picnic, bigger than the moon, And all the boys and girls of daddies whose lives they saved could hold hands and make a daisy chain for the sun. And when it was all done, the big people would make God a prayer promise never, never to do anything like Nam again. And when the cheers died down, the sun would slowly bow his head, ever so slightly, so the children might wish their necklace round his head. And when it was in place, all of a sudden, faster, even than gunfire, everybody's lost soul would just come floating down, like a bright balloon on a string. And mine, that smart-assed red one, would wink at yours and pretend not to see me. And when everyone got his, all the children would sing, "Happy birthday, happy birthday," over and over again until all the ice cream melted, all our hearts.